Hello guys, this is Dr. Lior Bar-El, and today we're going to be talking about something that affects pretty much so many people on Windows 10. Now I've gotten as a big request, and I was looking for it, and like I said, based on the magnitude of responses from you guys, whatever you guys request, I will make a video and get to it. And this was one of the top ones right here. A big issue that's affecting everybody with Windows 10. And we're going to get to that. Let me just start off by saying, make sure if you have any other issues to check back in the channel. As you can see, my channel covers an array of things, but I do troubleshooting as well, as I have done IT for a very long time. And, I'm providing you guys the information so you guys can actually go ahead, check these videos out, and go and fix your computer on your own instead of calling for anybody, out there. So again, if you guys like any of the videos, let me know by liking the video, but definitely commenting and tell me how it helped you. Subscribe, as many more videos to come, and hit that bell button. Now let's get to it. The thing that affects now so many people on Windows 10 is when they erase their display drive, display adapter in the, system configuration file right here, device manager. Okay, so and I'm going to show you guys on the screen. So you go to display adapters, and some people just uninstall the display adapter. Now, the reason some people are doing it is either Nvidia Experience is not working, and we're going to get to that, or simply the upgrade itself is not working, so they uninstall it accidentally, the entire display driver and display adapter, and then they can't get it back because Windows 10 is that crazy and stupid that that you basically can't get it back like you would, let's say, in Windows 7 and everything. Now we're going to go through levels from beginning that might be some things that are common sense, and then work all the way to the last case scenario. But I guarantee you, within this video, one of these, whatever strategies will work for you. But do not try the last, the last one unless you absolutely have to. And I'm going to show you all of them. Not that it's damaging or anything like that. It's just there's easier ways to fix it, and I'd rather you guys do it. And I'll discuss all of the issues of if you do the last one, what might happen, what might not. So you want to try to look at all of those, strategies. But most, I'm telling you for a fact, one of them will work and get you back, your display drivers, okay? And now, first off, I'm going to talk to you about what happens when, Nvidia, Experience, whatever the hell it's called, Nvidia, what is this thing? Because this is like one of the worst piles of poop that Nvidia ever released. GeForce Experience. Okay, the Nvidia GeForce Experience. Now, why isn't it working? Now, I have a couple of assumptions that I know it's fact, because I do, again, a lot of IT work on my spare time. I donate my services. I go and repair a ton of computers, and I know a lot of things on how to do it. And based on my experience, I could tell you the reason Nvidia GeForce Experience doesn't work, it's usually on custom-made computers. I'm a custom builder. Okay, and believe it or not, a lot of these certain companies work together with Dell and work together with, any type of, Lenovo, with a bunch of companies, and they want you to kind of stay away from building your own computer. So they do all kinds of crazy stuff that might not be as compatible or as easy as, let's say, if you were to buy a computer for somebody else. Windows 10 is exactly guilty of that too, and I'll get to it in the last case scenario when I tell you about it. But basically, that's the issue with that. Now, if you guys remember, in my previous video that I did a while ago, I showed you guys how disabling updates is probably the best thing, because for some reason, a lot of people's computers got stuck. And again, the people with the stuck computers are mostly, actually all, custom people who built it custom. Again, Windows 10 is fighting, Microsoft is fighting against that too, against people who are building their own computers. Okay, so because of that, you're going to have issues with Microsoft. You're going to have issues with Nvidia, and pretty much anybody that works, with these companies that are giving them, they're giving them money and they're working back and forth. They become sort of partners or hush partners or whatever. And it literally, it's not a conspiracy. You can clearly see it's affecting those in the custom market. So even if you were to buy a computer from somebody out there, like a store, but they built it custom for you, that custom, if it's not by a name brand, most likely you're going to have these issues. In fact, everybody that I have done work for had certain issues with Windows 10 and Nvidia because of that, okay, because of these issues. So how do you get around? First off, I'm going to say with the experience, erase that experience crap. If you don't want it there, just erase it. And just get your updates from Guru 3D. Where is it here? 3D Guru, Guru 3D, whatever. I usually download them off my thing here, but Guru. So I'm going to show you guys also on the screen every little thing. So Guru 3D. And go to, and I'm going to tell you exactly what to do and how to get your downloads there. So let's go right to the screen right now, and I'm going to explain everything, and just hopefully I make some sense out of this all. Okay, so be back in a few. Okay, guys, so right now I'm just going to straighten this out. We're going to go into it. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. As you can see, you right-click on this PC or whatever you called it. You go into Device Manager, and the issue is right here. You'll see that it says, what is it, Display Adapters. Now, usually you guys probably right-clicked and, on this one, and you did Uninstall Device. Now, once you do that, this thing no longer shows up here, and you get what I'm about to show you in the picture right now, pretty much that, okay, which is going to be found in your other devices. So you're going to find that. It's going to look right there. And it's going to have display drivers. And then what you could do is you could right-click on it and go into, let's say, Properties. And then you go into this. And then you do Update Driver. Now, this might fix it and might not. Except I'm doing it on something else. But that's what you should do. And then you go to Search Automatically for Updates. And then search for updates on Windows. No, that's not what we want. But, you go to this, you go to Browse My Computer, and then you go Let Me Pick from a list of available drivers. And then sometimes you guys could even put in a display driver right here, hit the Next button, and then install it. You see how it has Nvidia right here, and it has a bunch of stuff to install. Now, I'm not going to do that, obviously, but you hit Next, 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 and sometimes that may repair. Okay, for some of my customers, that actually repaired the issue. So again, let's just do it one more time. You go into here, except it's going to say display drivers or whatever it says in that picture right now, what I showed you. And then you click onto update. You go to Browse My Computer. Then you go, make sure you check off also include subfolders just in case you want to do a search. But then you go to Let Me Pick from a list of available drivers. You simply go to Display Adapters. You click Next. You're going to see the NVIDIA. You're going to see whatever, look for your NVIDIA chip and just, whatever it says here, the model, and then just install it. Now, the second you do that, everything should be fine if that is the solution. Now, if you had what I had, because I was trying to duplicate the problem for you, you can install this all you freaking want. Even if it says NVIDIA, this will not, this whole list here will not come up. And even if it did, it will not install your display driver. So what is the next strategy? Very simple. This fixed for actually one of my friends. You hit the scan for hardware changes. Okay, the second you do that, you're good to go. Sometimes the display driver will suddenly pop up, and it worked for some people, okay? For others, obviously, it didn't. So the next strategy, you go to Add Legacy Hardware. Okay, this is another strategy. Now, this is a little bit well-known, and for those of you guys who are extremely frustrated, none of this worked for you. But again, this is for everybody that is around the world. So anybody that has issues could simply do that. You go to Install Hardware that I manually select from a list, Advanced. And exactly like before, like I showed you guys, you hit the display adapter. It'll have whatever, to install the display. And it'll say usually NVIDIA. Sometimes it won't even say that. And pretty much that's it. The other option is that you go into Windows right here, you hold down the Shift button, you hit the power button, still hold down the shift, and then hit the restart. What happens is it's going to take you to an advanced menu that's going to let you basically select in safe mode. Now, you might be able to install these drives in safe mode, and again, that might work. Okay, it might work. For some people, it did. For me, it didn't. None of these worked, just like a lot of the frustrated people who were talking to me, it didn't work. Okay, so just let's get out of here. So we want to get the hell out of this place here. And the next thing you're going to want to do is, and this is the last case scenario, but first let me just show you. From here, you guys need to download your drivers. Okay, again, I'm not, advertising them or anything. This has just been my go-to for everything. It's called guru3d.com. You're going to go into this homepage. You go into downloads, okay? You click on downloads. You're going to see here. I'm going to put this all in the description below. It also has a lot of cool tools here, as you can see. Okay, and then you go down here. You could see what tools you guys want. And then you basically go to video card drivers. And you can see, like, it has a bunch of things right here. But we're going to go to video card drivers right here. And as you can see, ATI, Nvidia, it has them all. And this is the latest one, so you're going to go into Windows 10. And then you see all of the latest one, which is 399 right now, 0.07 WHQL. Okay, just in case this stupid poop doesn't work, GeForce Experience, which I need to erase this, but whatever. And you'll see it's already updated, and there's a reason for it because I'm going to show you what I did. So obviously, if this is where you get your drivers. Now for the final thing, okay? If you guys want to make this stuff work, this will be a guaranteed way for it to work. But it's the last case scenario, and I'm going to tell you before I let you guys know about everything. The reason I call this a last case scenario, that I fixed the computer, it has caused some conflicts, which means I had to repair other things. Now, for most of them, it didn't, okay? But for some, it caused some kind of conflict where certain settings that they did on their system was resetted for some unknown reason, even though they claimed they don't do that. But for some things, like the Spider, which you could just do it again, it's not a problem. Like the Spider Elite, where you calibrate your monitor, seems to have resetted. Again, not for all, but for some. Some gamers reported that, that it actually erased their system file and some thing and they had to reinstall it. Again, almost didn't happen at all. So unless somebody had another issue and for some reason that was a coincidence, I don't know. But since I don't believe in coincidences, I just figure I just mentioned this to you. So what you do is you go to, and I'm going to put this in the description, the link right here, www.microsoft.com/en-us, depends on where you are, /software-download/Windows 10. The second you do that, you are brought up into this page right here, okay? So now you can get the Update Assistant if you want. Okay, so you download this. Basically, you see it says Upgrade 955 whatever 2. You're going to save it to right here. Okay, and you're going to see, let me just get this out of the way. This is the Windows Update thing. So sometimes, actually this isn't the last case scenario, it's before the last case scenario. So sometimes you're going to see that this baby right here, whenever the heck it runs, oh, here we go. Just got there. So right here, it starts up. And you're going to see it says it's already been updated. Okay, so for a lot of you guys, sometimes the updates don't work. That might fix the issue as well. Again, this isn't the problem right now. So let's go into something more right now, the last case scenario. Okay, give me 1 second. You still go to the same link here, but you have to download this tool right here. Okay, so you go to the download tool. Save it. Okay, so we're going to save it here. I already did it pretty much. So after you save it to your desktop, you're going to go right into here, into the desktop mode. And you're going to hit this, okay? See the Media Creation tool right here, okay? You double-click. This is the last case scenario, okay? So we're going to double-click on that. And what's going to happen is you already see that I have this, but I'm going to show you the steps of what happens. So first it says getting a few things ready. So let it just get its funk on right now. And this is the last case scenario, guys, so be sure do all the steps before you hit this one. Even though I have had 0 problems, very few have reported that there was some kind of issue. Very few. So just in case. Okay, now read through this if you choose to, and then you hit the accept. Okay, let it do. It says getting a few things ready. So this also, like in my other video I showed you guys, is a way for you to back up Windows 10. If you have Windows 7 and you have an update, as I showed you, it does work in the previous video. Just download this and put the serial number of Windows 7 into your Windows 10, but you have your backup CD right here, but I just want to show you exactly what's done. So you see, create installation, USB. Okay, you can upgrade this PC for now. Don't even bother with that. Just get this, create it so you have also a backup just in case you screw up again. It's good to have this backup instead of doing all this process again. So create installation media, USB drive, DVD, or ISO. Okay, now I personally like the ISO. So you could do a USB drive, but there's no real point. Go to ISO file, hit the next, and see where you want to save it to. So in my case, I save it here, and then everything is fine and dandy. Okay, so for me, I'm going to wait till this thing goes out. And you're going to have this little thing right here. Okay, now what you do is you right-click on this baby. You're not going to double-click. I have a program that, will allow you to do that, but you don't need that. Just simply right-click on this. Go to Open With. Go to Windows Explorer. Okay, now as you can see, it opens up this. What you do is you hit the Setup button. You hit the Yes. And you're basically just going to follow the steps. As you can see, download and install updates. Okay, this is what you want to do. You hit the next, and you're pretty much done. Now, when you do this, you're going to see that there's absolutely 0 issues with anything. You're not going to have anything wrong because they're going to give you that option where they're merely upgrading it, but everything that you have is going to still be intact. Your exact everything here is going to be exactly the same. Whatever's on your desktop will still remain on your desktop. Sometimes the picture in the background here might be different. Not a big deal. I mean, you just, select the picture again and put it on your background here. So it's not really an issue of anything that's going to happen wrong. But again, there were reports where a certain system file from a game disappeared or something like that, which you could just reinstall it. It's not like you're losing saves or anything like that. And everything should be fine and dandy. Again, guys, I guarantee this will work. I haven't had anyone that my methods did not work on. So all the people that I have done this for literally have succeeded in fixing their PC. You don't have to spend a fortune in getting some technician to come and do it. Odds are he's going to do the early things, and he probably doesn't even know about that Windows CD, wherever the hell I put it. Oh, over here. But I'm sure he will figure it out. But again, you're paying per hour. You could do this yourself. Very, very simple to just get this baby. I suggest backing this up. Again, if this video helped you out in any way, please do like this video, subscribe. I'm self-funded here, so I don't ask for Patreon. I give you guys honest reviews and everything I do. So just show some love for this video by liking the video, commenting, because I want to hear who it helped. So if it helped you, I want you guys to all comment and let me know, just to validate more for me. And any requests you have, bring them to me. So subscribe and hit that bell button, as many more videos to come. But I also need to hear your comments to validate it for me. If there's any issues, I could try to troubleshoot even more. And as always, give me more, requests, and based on the magnitude, I will do videos about it. And, have it for you guys to do. This was really affecting everyone. Nobody can help anyone in this. I don't know why they couldn't figure this out. The window, Microsoft, when people called up Microsoft, they had issues with it. The Microsoft, technical support is really helpful. I recommend people try that too, just in case, let's say something that I haven't reviewed yet or showed you guys how to do, or anywhere you look, you're not getting solutions. Call them up. A lot of the times you're going to get really diligent people. They're really cool. Really you can fix this by yourself. Really easy to do. So I don't recommend going to this last case scenario. There's other ways, like I showed you, that's much easier. So you don't have to put up with the process of restarting a million times till you get this thing redone. So you could do that. But this all-in-one will also update your graphics card to the, to the firmware, the last firmware that it's doing. So let me show you here. So even when you install this, whatever, it will update everything to the latest one, as you can clearly see. So 399.07. So it did help me out when I was trying to duplicate it. I cursed myself a million times for doing it. But again, anything you guys request, I'm going to try to duplicate and get it to work. I was going nuts until I figured it out. I kept going back and forth saying, let's see this, let's see this. And I just said, let me go with an update. And the update itself, I figured I'm not going to lose anything. Might as well do it. Boom, it worked. And on my client's computer, it always worked. Everything I've done, it worked. But I've never actually done it to my own computer to take it out. So every time, basically, when I saw my client's computers, anybody who it was already gone. So I didn't exactly know how they got rid of it. Some of them were truthful and said they got rid of it by accident. Some said they don't know what happened and just got rid of it. So to do it by myself kind of freaked me out a little bit. And I really didn't want to go to the last case scenario after hearing all the crap that people were reporting about it, from the few that reported about it. So I was kind of a little reluctant to do that, but I had to, and I did it, and it worked on my PC as well. So just to let you guys know, Windows has an issue with custom computers. Okay, so because of that, as I told you before, go to this beautiful thing right here, gpedit, okay, .msc. I'll put that in the description below as well. Okay, what you want to do is go into administrative, Windows components. Where the hell is that? Windows updates. Boom, boom, boom. Is it here? Oh, yeah, Windows update. And then right here, just select everything on disabled or manual, which I haven't done yet, but I disabled it in an even easier way, so you could do that. So it's enabled here. But the ultimate way for you guys to do it that way too. So disable it so you don't have any issues. Again, I'm still working on some troubleshooting videos for you guys. So you go into services is the next thing. And this thing will really just shut the hell out of this thing, okay? So you go into Windows Update, and as you can see, it's disabled. I disabled it, but if it's not disabled, you're going to see it's going to look like this, okay? And it's going to say, let's just start it here just to show you. So what I do is I first hit the stop button, let it do its thing. Then you go into Disable, you hit Apply, then OK, and you're good to go. Okay, now here's the kicker. Sometimes when you restart, it'll still divert back sometimes. So every time you see it stuck, just know that Windows has an issue, and the next update hopefully will fix it, or probably not because they're in cahoots with everybody else. Just restart it, then go to services, disable it. In fact, I'm going to do this right now. So I'm going to show you guys because I'm just going to disable it. Oh, actually, I got to do some more troubleshooting, so I can't do that. But go into the gpedit.msc. And then just disable that, and you shouldn't have an issue anymore. But that's how you fix it, ladies and gents. If you have any issues, be sure to contact me in the comments below. Let me know, and maybe I can guide you, see what's going on. But this works for everybody. There should not be any issue. But let me know anyway, and let me know if it works. I want to know. Have a good one, y'all. Take care, guys. Bye.